What's up, guys? Continuing our Back to Basics series here, episode 9, talking about 4 warp gating and Protoss vs. Terran. We're going to be talking about what maps it's good to use on, and we're also going to be learning the build order and the timings for this build order. So let's go ahead and get right into this game here. Another ladder game of mine, PvT against a random Terran player. Notice it is on blistering sands. This map is great for warp gate rushing on, simply for the fact that it has 2 entrances. This makes it so this spreads the Terran army much thinner, and they have to defend a lot more surface area. So it makes your warp gate rush much more effective than on, say, a map with only 1 choke like Lost Temple or Steps of War. It definitely allows a lot more options. Again, this warp gate rush is very simple to learn. It's very simple to use this rush, and it's definitely a great build for any new player starting the game to practice on, just to get their mechanics down and stuff. It allows for a lot of quick aggression, and it also allows you into the mid game fairly well too, because you can transition out of the warp gate quite easily and either expand or attack depending on what you see your opponent doing. So I send my probe at my pylon scout. I've been generally doing this for a while now. That's pretty standard for me. And I see a barracks going down. I don't see supply depot, but I'm sure he built it somewhere. That's not a big deal. And I'm just throwing down my gateway now at 14. Was constantly chrono boosting my nexus here, very key. In Protoss vs. Terran, you don't really have to get that that gateway any earlier than you would normally. In Protoss vs. Zerg, remember we talked about getting the second, not warp gating this, or not chrono boosting the second time around, because you want to get that gateway out faster. In Protoss vs. Terran, you don't have to worry about any early Zerglings, so you can just go ahead and chrono boost as normal as many times as you want as the chrono boosts come. So I'm just scouting around with my probe here, trying to see any information. I do see a barracks and I see a refinery. This could mean either he's just going for Marauders early game, or he could be teching to factory. I really don't know what's up yet. Once he gets his marine out, he's going to deny me any scouting here, so I'm not really going to know. Alright, next I'm just throwing down my cybernetics core. Got my assimilator started, like usual. That's the next thing on your list. Need those early gas to be able to get the warp gate upgraded. I'm just getting a lot of scouting information here. This is key to try to keep your probe in the Terran base as long as possible, because that either slows down his tech if he's waiting to build a factory until I have to leave until I leave his base, or it just allows you to know what he's doing, which either way is great. Notice in Protoss vs. Terran how I get my second assimilator a lot quicker. You mainly want to go stalker heavy in a warp gate rush for PvT here, and that's something to really take note of, because you're not going to have enough gas if you use one assimilator the entire time. You want to pull the gas. You want to pull the probes off the second gas after a while, which is really a key thing to this build here. Notice I am getting supply stuck. I forgot a pylon. Never let that happen to you guys. That was just a big mistake here. And again, I'm just throwing down I'm getting that warp gate upgrade, and I'm chrono boosting it. You want to chrono boost this warp gate upgrade the entire time through, because the faster you have the warp gate upgrade and the 4 gateways, the faster you can get your units out. Notice I'm just building the gate, and notice this is when I pull off my probes off my second assimilator here, is when I'm trying to add on my 2 additional gateways. I'm still building units into my base, with my gateways here, and waiting for my chrono boost to finish, but I am throwing down this proxy pylon here at this ramp. This is a really nice spot. It's hid by this and by this ramp here, so he's going to have really good scouting capabilities to see it. And now I'm just taking down these destructible rocks. I want to take advantage of this double entrance as soon as I can. So the second my units pop out, I'm sending them to his base, and I'm going to be attacking this destructible rocks, trying to get rid of trying to destroy it as fast as possible to be able to go through this big entrance here that he has. This is a really nice backdoor rush that you can do. and it'll just catch them off guard quite often.
Research complete.
Now notice that I threw my assimilers back on the second gas once my gateways were up because like I said, I need this extra gas. Now my units are popping out and I'm just turning on my gateways to warp gates. I'm just going to start warping in a ton of stalkers here as money allows, basically. And I'm just going to be rushing as soon as I possibly can. This rush is all about speed, and taking out those destructible rocks is going to make it a lot easier, like I said, because now I can attack here, or if he starts defending there, just go around and attack his main entrance. Very simple, but it's a very effective build. It really spreads them out, and he's just going to supply depot there now, and look, he has tech to Starport. He was going, looks like he was going Raven, and he has almost no units at all. This is a common thing you'll run into if you hide your build well enough, that they're just not going to have any units at all to defend, because if they try to tech like this to Starport, they're just not going to have the amount of units they need, amount of units necessary at all to defend this. So that was kind of a lucky win that he went that build order, but you see how effective it is. You have to play really, really low tech as Terran and get out a lot of Marauders earlier, or you're just going to get overrun with Stalkers and Zealots. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Next video is going to be a Protoss vs. Protoss walkthrough, which is quite different than Protoss vs. Terran or Protoss vs. Zerg. Thanks, have a nice day. Bye.